2003 Ford Ranger, 5-speed. Step on the clutch, so it'll start, and it won't start.
Does the starter relay click when you try to start it?
Nothing happens, no clickering.
So let me give you some possible causes. So the starter relay operates based off of 2 powers and 1 ground. Okay. So 1 power comes from fuse 11 in the battery junction box that also powers up the ignition switch. And then the ignition power comes over to your starter relay. From the ignition switch, it goes through fuse number 24 in the central junction box behind the left side of the dash. And then it goes over to your clutch pedal position switch. And then power should go through that switch when you depress that clutch pedal. And then it'll energize pin 85 of the starter relay. And then pin 86 of the starter relay gets grounded by the PCM. Okay. So then when that happens, the contacts inside the relay close, the relay will click, it'll send power down to the starter motor. So as a technician, I would want to know, where are we losing that starting signal? All right, so are we missing power to the starter relay, or are we missing a ground to the starter relay from the PCM? So you could go right to the starter relay. You could remove the relay and check the inputs to the relay as an assistant turns the key to the crank position and depresses that clutch pedal.
Where did you say that relay is located?
In the battery junction box, left side of the engine compartment.
So you're saying it should click?
Yes, sir.
No, I had the 350s and stuff, and they have just a little external relay when sometimes it go bad, and you just short it with a screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a new, more modern version, or what?
Yeah. It doesn't have a
95 E350, and it's just a little relay thing on the firewall, and you just short it out with a screwdriver.
Correct, right? Yeah, this is a different setup. And it may be possible that everything's working, the starter relay and all the whole circuit's working, but the starter motor is receiving power, but it's not working because we got a bad starter. That is possible.
I don't know. It just never sounded like it was going bad.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make them like they used to.
Let me tell you a secret. I'm going to tell you this to help you out. So
okay.
As a mechanic, we diagnose things based on facts, not feelings.
Mm-hmm, right.
I would agree with you.
Okay.
It shouldn't go out, but is it possible? Of course it is. And so it doesn't matter how you feel about it. So at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding, and you're going to have to run these tests in order to get to the bottom of the problem. Now, if you would like, you can run these tests and then just let me know what you find, and we can go from there. But it's probably going to be something super simple that's being overlooked.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel. Okay, well, I guess I'll work with that right now and see what I can figure out.
And if you find out that pin 85 of that starter relay isn't getting energized when you turn the key, we could have maybe something with the ignition switch. But what you could do is you could go right to that clutch pedal position switch. You could actually check power in and out of that clutch pedal position switch, or jumper the switch. I'm not saying the switch is bad, because I understand you replaced it, but maybe there's an adjustment or something like that isn't allowing it to make contact.
Well, yeah. Something wrong with the harness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clipping on there. I don't know. They said the wires were pushed in, and I also, like I said, I rigged up. I read, if you jump to the pink wire and the pink white wire, you can bypass the switch.
Mm-hmm.
I did that, and that doesn't work.
So
that's all you got to do, and you just don't need. I don't need that switch.
Right. But I'll let you work on that. You can just let me know what you find, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck, and let me know.